So if the straight cis white man can be up here, why can the straight cis black woman be up here?
My seed is in here watching y'all attack her mother because of her sexual preference. Now, what do y'all want her to think about y'all at that point?
Conversation. You were doing just exactly what Didi was doing, which was cutting people off in the middle of conversation and or not adjudicating said conversations properly to where we could have came to an end result. By cutting
I get that you're trying to say, well, you know, she's a straight woman, this is not her conversation. You're on TikTok. It's a conversation for whoever come in the panel and they feel like they want to speak on it. Granted, this doesn't have nothing to do with me, but we all have friends that are a part of the community who may not be a part of the community, whatever it is, and we all have an opinion. You should respect that. As long as she wasn't being disrespectful to you, you should have gave her the panel to speak and say what she want to say.
What is your sexuality?
I'm not going there. I'm not going to answer you. I don't have to. It's my Fifth Amendment not to. You're not going to bully me here to leave. I'm going to sit here in this panel. If Chef would like to drop me, he can, because this is his life. If you don't like it, you can scroll up, scroll down, scroll out, scroll to the side. You can even get rid of yourself. But what I feel like is somebody else that wants these questions answered.
Conversation.
Who wants these questions answered?
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants these questions answered.
No, my problem is she wants.
I feel like the only people on the panel who really get down like that is me, Tess, Sean, and Didi. So please.
Tess hasn't questioned my purpose here.
Exactly.
No one else has questioned me. Chef ain't questioned my purpose. Why don't the host question me and maybe I'll answer him? Other than that, I'm not leaving this box. I'm not leaving this box. Make me.
She thought that she was questioning me
because nobody else had no questions. Chef, we already talked about this. I told you yesterday it was gonna happen, honey. I am well prepared, sweetheart.
Hold on, y'all. Oh, wait. Everybody pause.
I think that you're on the defense. I don't know what happened yesterday.
I'm actually okay with this because I already knew it was gonna happen.
Okay, so
I told Chef this.
Can I bring it back down and say how I feel? For just a second, and then she can.
Moderators mute everybody. Just mute everybody for once. Mute everybody.
I'll mute myself. You ain't gotta mute me.
How this is going, okay? This is not going no direction. We have people on here who are raising their hands, who are trying to be patient, who are being polite and waiting to speak, and everybody else talking back and forth. Nobody's answering anything.
I know that elbow tired, D-Lo. I know it is.
So let's respectfully, everybody mute.
Can I explain why I feel that way?
Everybody mute.
Let D-Lo talk real quick.
Go ahead, D-Lo. Can I explain why I feel that way? Yes or no?
Hold on, DB. Hold on. D-Lo's been up here for a hot minute. Okay.
Don't pour me a glass of wine and everything, Didi. Damn.
Go ahead, D-Lo.
No, D-Lo's here because I'm here. Shut the fuck up.
I know. So let your friend speak.
Right.
And then, okay. Let your friend speak. Okay. Let your husband speak.
Husband's great.
Okay.
Husband's great.
I'm telling.
From I'm just give it to you, Didi. Yeah, you know I fuck with you. I fuck with you.
Well, I thought Zeus was.
Speak how you want to. You don't have to tell me shit. Don't say I fuck with you. Nothing. We know we here. Just speak.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, like I said, I'm gonna keep it a band. This whole conversation, it doesn't make sense, right? And the reason it doesn't make sense is because y'all are taking feelings and trying to make arguments out of feelings, and those conversations will never get anywhere. As soon as the conversation was routed towards she's here for a subsidized purpose, the conversation should have been deaded. It should have been deaded. We should move on to another topic. Went back to the what do you want to call it? The skew of questions or comments or topics that we were going to talk about, and keep it pushing. This entire conversation really is just an anecdotal. It's really an anecdotal argument, which means there isn't going to be no winner, no loser, because everything is based off of feeling. Saying as though feeling it is not a valid premise in order to have a conversation that's actually going to be elevated past a point of feeling. I don't really see where you guys are actually going with this. And with me not even being a part of the conversation of this, I guess you could say, of the queue, I don't really know. I mean, I was here strictly to talk when you guys were talking about, like, I don't remember what I was talking about. That's how long ago the conversation was. Because I didn't even know that was the skew. I had no idea. Like I said, I like debates. I like conversations. I like information. Those are the type of conversations I like getting into on TikTok, and vice versa. But the fact that y'all are just making the whole panel just kind of sounds loud. It sounds obnoxious. It sounds immature. And it just sounds like y'all really weren't trying to get to a root cause or like an end result in this conversation. It just sounded like y'all was trying to, like, I don't know, like
I did not bring this upon myself by just sitting here on the.
But at the end of the day, no, we can't do that. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to take it from you, right? I'm not going to take blame from you because you do have a subsidized part to hold in this conversation. You were doing just exactly what Didi was doing, which was cutting people off in the middle of conversation and or not adjudicating said conversations properly to where we could have came to an end result. By cutting an individual off, that means that you're not listening to anything that I'm saying and you're waiting to respond to say what you have to say, which means that you're not necessarily receptive to all the information that you're being given, right? Being receptive while trying to think about what you're going to say means that you're only retaining 27% of the information that's being output to you versus when you're sitting there receiving all information, grabbing all information, and then giving a response, which means that you have an 82% likelihood of recepting all that information and then speaking is completely subsidizedly different. But if an individual can't get their thoughts across, that's why there was so much discord and like confusion, because individuals didn't know what they were here for and this, that, and third. Now, do I feel as though it was a nice precedent to sit here and question somebody on their sexuality or no, that's not for me to sit there and say, because I have no dog in that fight, right? At the end of the day, you ask me, I'll tell you, I could care less. It doesn't really matter. Because at the end of the day, I go by one simple rule. I'm never going to not answer a question unless I think you can beat my ass, right? It's just what it is. Like, if you can't beat my ass, I ain't really nothing to talk about for myself. I could care less about none of that. But that was just my little presence on the conversation. My elbow was...
Don't we love an educated king? We love an educated king.
Before we move on from what you said,
everything.
I would like to say... I understand that it doesn't, I'm not even going to say it doesn't set a great precedent, because we did it with two of the white panelists who were in here, and we asked them what was their claim to being here. We asked that man, was he gay? We asked him, was he cishet? Those are things that happen, and I think it's hypocritical to say that we can't ask those same things of panel members that we allow to sit here and speak unencumbered. So I kind of feel like, obviously Didi had his own reasons for saying what he said, and I wasn't fully paying attention to that conversation. But I can understand that we're still having an open conversation on this platform about our sexuality, about our community. We are talking about our history. We're talking about our plights. We're talking about the things that we have going on. And I personally feel like you cannot blindly give someone a platform. And I'm not saying that Friends with Attitude doesn't deserve to sit on this panel. I'm not. What I'm saying is that when Didi asked what was your claim to being here, being respectful of the room and the community. I guess he ain't like that. I knew why you were sitting here. Didi didn't.
D-Lo, I wasn't cutting anyone off. Respectfully, I'm up here with the host. We both are talking, and people were cutting the host off as well. You get what I'm saying? But when it came to me, hold on, Coco. Give me 1 second. Because you've been holding your hand up for a minute. Respectfully, I'm sorry, babe. Respectfully, I wasn't asked to be attacked. I wasn't asked to be anything. Yes, I was in here with everybody else. with everybody else, answering like everybody else. I never disrespected anyone. Now, everybody can feel how they feel. And yes, I did get loud and I let him take me out of my space because I was questioned about my sexuality. Why I'm here could have been asking me why I'm here, but asking me what do I identify as? No, why did you let her up here? No, chef. Oh, that ain't her. Oh yes, that better not be her.
I mean, but friends, can I ask you this? Can I say this right quick? And I want you to understand this about Tessa. Tessa is always going to be a logical individual and an emotional thinker. So I think on both spectrums. But I want you to think with that same thing, that mindset of why are you questioning me on my sexuality? I want you to have a moment and think that's exactly what the fuck we go through when people talk about LGBT.
And I know that.
With you having now that experience, that I'm not saying that qualifies, but now you get a little taste of what the LGBT community gets.
But babe, I'm a woman. I go through a lot of stuff myself as a woman, as a black woman. Yeah, I go through a lot of stuff myself. So to sit here amongst, not saying that I'm in the alphabet community, you know what? And since he want to know, at some point I was, and I talked to y'all about that. But I don't think that I had to express that on a daily to somebody that has not been in here to listen on the daily. Hold on, Sean. Remember, he just said something about the sexuality. I mean, cutting off. Hold on, Sean. I get it. Okay, let me finish. Let me finish, though, Sean.
Everybody is being open.
Yeah, but let me finish. I've said it. I said it yesterday. You wasn't here yesterday. That don't have nothing to do with me. Okay, Sean, are you see now? How is it that I'm being told that I'm cutting people off, but it's okay for everybody else to do it? Okay, so I feel like I'm being singled out. I feel like I'm being singled out.
Sorry, sis. Go ahead. I apologize.
Okay, now I explained to y'all yesterday at some point I was somebody else before I got married, but y'all making it seem like that everybody got to expose that to y'all on the daily. I don't have to do that. For those that was here yesterday that heard it, they heard it. Chef knows it, and the people that was here yesterday knows it. So for anybody else that needs to know anything, and then I also explained that I was here also listening to y'all and gathering information from my own perspective and educational purposes for my own seed that I have to teach in this world to protect herself. Now, my seed just sat here, and I am a little emotional right now. My seed is in here watching y'all attack her mother because of her sexual preference. Now, what do y'all want her to think about y'all at that point? Do you get what I'm saying? Now, she's a part of your community, and she's listening to y'all attack her mother for getting education because I won't say, yeah, I was bi about 10 years ago, since y'all want to know, before I got with my husband. But I don't think I have to validate that to y'all. Just to sit here and be a black woman on a panel and gain information should have been all it was. But y'all want to dig into somebody so much to where y'all willing to hurt somebody because hurt people. Is that what we doing?
Y'all is too many people, number one. Number two,
I'm not excluding anyone. I'm not excluding anyone because nobody excluded me.
You should exclude because one, I was on mute. Majority of people were on mute.
I was on mute.
Listen, sis, I'm not trying to attack you. I hate when people
I've already been attacked. I'm just going to mute up and I'm going to let y'all talk. Coco, you go ahead. You got the floor, baby.
If that's how you feel, I'm not going to invalidate your feelings. I hate when people use the word attack and bully roughly all across the board when their point is not getting across.
Because I wasn't Empress.
Nobody has been.
Empress just said the same thing. Yes, he did. No, you. Yes, he did.
That's fine.
Yes, he did. And I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm a grown man. If I'm gonna sit here and say I'm attacked, then I won't be.
Can she talk?
If you can't,
evidently she got something to say. Baby, I've been here for 3 days. I've been fine, and I'm gonna be fine, and I'm gonna be okay.
Exactly, but you're here now, and you respectfully were calming things down earlier. So for the switch up, it's bothersome because you seem like a strong woman.
It keeps coming at me. He keeps coming at
I'm
me, and it
talking
really
to
don't
you.
have
I'm
nothing to do with me.
I am
We had an
talking to
open
you
discussion,
passionately. I am not
and
coming
it's
at you
been swayed over
I am talking
to
to
why
you.
is this
All right, so
heterosexual
play the
woman
victim.
sitting on the top
Play the
panel?
victim. Coco, you can
Okay.
go. Talk.
Hold on.
You can
I'm
play
not
the victim
playing
all
the
you want by
victim,
yourself.
honey. I'm
You're
speaking
playing the
facts.
victim. You're playing the victim, and I'm not here for it. Go ahead.
Can we please let Coco speak?
Coco.
Can we please let Coco speak?
Coco.
Dang, how y'all doing? First of all, listen. I only
Good. How you doing, boo?
Hey, Chef. I only came up
Hold
here
on,
because
Chef, save my spot. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, Coco.
it's okay. I only came up here because when you first come in here, all you hear is a lot of rah rah rah, and it's too much. You can't even really get to understand what y'all talking about because for one, it seems like a lot of people are talking to respond and not talking to listen. We're not respecting the host as the host is trying to tell y'all mute up. You have minds that are down there that are muting y'all. Y'all are coming off of mute. Like, I understand that this conversation has some people in their emotions and they're talking with compassion and all of that. But you also have to have a level of respect when someone is trying to talk. Stop over speaking them. And then second thing is, I get that you're trying to say, well, you know, she's a straight woman. This is not her conversation. You're on TikTok. It's a conversation for whoever come in the panel and they feel like they want to speak on it. Granted, this doesn't have nothing to do with me, but we all have friends that are a part of the community who may not be a part of the community, whatever it is, and we all have an opinion. You should respect that. As long as she wasn't being disrespectful to you, you should have given her the panel to speak and say what she want to say. Second thing is I don't feel like you were being attacked. I feel like they were having a discussion with you, but it got to an attack level because y'all were both chapping at each other. Y'all were both cutting each other off. Y'all wasn't giving each other the time to say what they wanted to say. They kept muting y'all. Y'all kept coming off mute. When one person is hollering and another person is hollering over them, we can't hear what y'all saying. Like, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna give Chef some respect. And I feel like if a woman who is not a part of the LGBT community want to come up here with express something, this is a platform for us to learn. If it's something that we might not know, y'all may be educating us. Don't just dismiss her because she's not a part of your community. You don't know that.
None of us were muting each other, babe. Coco, first of all. Second of all, I asked her a question that pertained to what she was talking about earlier. She asked another man earlier, what is your sexual orientation? He said, I present as cis male, not gay. Mm-hmm. Okay?
I get what you're saying, but we couldn't hear that.
Zeus, I dropped you.
I let you speak. You're coming up here saying, oh, everybody kept coming off mute, everybody this, everybody that. No one was muted.
Y'all were muted because mine was muting you. And see, the same thing is, I was just in the middle of saying what I wanted to say.
I asked her a question.
See how you're interrupting me? And you're chapping because
I came up here off mute and didn't interrupt you at all.
Still speaking, and then you're
no, you weren't. You were done.
I wasn't done.
Oh, okay, then continue your speech.
Yes, thank you. Let me talk. That's the problem. Stop talking and come up.
When I came up here, you were done.
Y'all see how hard y'all talk? He said he was gonna let you finish.
Right.
So my thing is that whatever it is, sweetheart, I don't know how old your child is, but conversations on TikTok can get a little aggressive and it could be something. And how old is she?
She ain't here. She's 16. She ain't here.
But see, you have to understand.
What does her child have to do with it? Nobody told her child to be here.
No, that's what I'm. Can you let me finish?
Respond, not to listen. I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of the duration.
Don't be.
Yeah, it ain't hurting me, baby. It ain't hurting me. I'm good.
Let me.
Motherfuckers is toxic.
Chef,
Nobody told your child to be here. Like I said before Coco interrupted me about the child, I was simply saying, if this person can act.
Okay, when it comes to the baby within the LGBT,
don't fucking mute me.
Y'all weren't saying anything, but when it comes
I'm not talking about the child. Them two were.
Okay, well I am now. I'm talking about the child.
Chef,
are you a part of the community or not? What is your sexuality?
Chef, this has become a little too much. Like, can we move on, please?
Fine. But why would you question someone else if you feel that you don't have to disclose it yourself?
I asked him, why would he be disrespectful to y'all if he is not in that community? The man clearly wasn't in the community. So
we're not talking about Derek. We're talking about you. I'm talking about you.
Oh, child. Okay.
I said you. I said what
and
is
I
your
said
sexuality?
what I said, and I'm gonna let it go.
And I said that's fine as long as you're a person in Chef's panel. I literally said if you're a person in Chef's panel, that's you should let it go. I said if you're a person in Chef's panel, that's different.
Chef,
but if you're a person that's trying to come up here and have an opposition,
I'm your guest, Chef.
Or an agreement,
what are you? I'm nobody on this panel guest. I'm your guest.
Okay, host. Let me speak to you, host. I never said to her she shouldn't be up here. I asked her what was her relation to you, and then I asked her what was her sexuality. She said, I don't have to disclose that to you. And then she said, it's none of your fucking business on both of them.
I never cussed at you.
So if the straight cis white man can't be up here, why can the straight cis black woman be up here? What's the difference? Is she a part of your panel? That's the difference.
So nobody ever said he couldn't be up here, but
I never said nobody said he could be up here. She questioned his sexuality, and I questioned hers. Boom, done, period. That's it.
Okay. So
I said, is she a straight white? Or I said, is she a straight woman?
Explain the fact that all you did was.
I said, is she a straight cis woman?
Can we start asking questions? No more follow-up questions.
And then I asked you in the panel, I said, I'm not worried about her being up here. If she's a part of your panel, that's different. I said, I asked her sexuality.
We talked about this yesterday. We knew that this was going to happen.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
You didn't answer it.
And I'm not, and I don't have to. Please don't feel entitled to me having to do that.
You got fucking rude, and now this is where we are.
Hold on, Didi. Hold on,
okay. So to our baby in the community.
Her the same question. She got rude.
These are
I don't have shit to do with her kids. Fuck
these are adults within the community.
Hey, come on now. See, my child is right here. Please chill. Please chill. Yes. Respect. And see, I've given you nothing but respect. Now, once you get to messing with my kid, you might not feel his respect, but I've given him respect because I could have said other stuff.
Okay. This whole conversation has been disrespectful.
When it comes to the child within the community, I hope you can see past the yelling and see past the crass, rude remarks. These are people who have had to deal with a bunch of different things, just public. Being within the community.
Her children
right?
being here have nothing to do with it.
I'm not talking about that, Didi.
Well, tell her.
So,
I'm not talking about it either.
Didi, let him talk, baby.
I'm hoping that we don't cause someone to stray away from our community or feel as if they can't come. You can't be called in by us, you know? We are people who are on the defensive. I think that's why consistently when we see people who come in who aren't more like us, realistically, we are a little bit drawn back by them. We do have people like Derek who will come into our spaces, they'll disrespect us under the guise of teaching us something or learning something from us. And I'm not saying that's what Friends with Attitudes did, but what I am saying is that, like, Didi doesn't know Friends, has not been in a live with Friends, and was well within his rights of asking that question solely because I just personally feel like he's going to protect his space. He just sometimes does it wrong.
But I didn't do it wrong. I asked her the same question.
You did it wrong.
I did not do anything wrong.
Your delivery was a little wrong. Your delivery was a little strong.
I'm sorry.
Unintentionally.
Hey, Friends with Attitude. Are you straight or gay?
Yeah. Can I say this real quick?
What do you want me to say? I asked her if she was LGBT.
Didi.
Okay, but Didi,
call me if you care.
But you asked her based off of what you thought she did to D-Lo, right?
Didi.
No, so I asked her as me in general because we were having this conversation, but she had the most rah-rah towards the last person. It doesn't matter if he's white, black, gay, straight.
Okay, but that shouldn't be the reason why you're asking her. The reason why you're asking her is just so you know why she's here. That's it.
I wanted to ask her from the beginning. And I remember her from yesterday. I remember her from yesterday from Chef's.
Why y'all keep on bringing up fucking yesterday when it's a whole new day?
Okay, can you shut up yesterday, for a second? Goddamn.
No, that's what you should have done.
Get to that. I asked her from yesterday because I saw that she was in Chef's panel yesterday.
Okay, I have a question. Hold on, wait. Can I speak, or are you gonna keep fucking interrupting? DD, I'm trying to defend your fat ass.
No, listen, Tessa, just listen. Give me 1 second.
I have been.
I asked her the question because I saw her, and I've already said this once, and I have to reiterate it again. Apparently, I saw her yesterday in Chef's panel. And I loved how she reacted. I love how she kept the people going. I love how she understood. I love how she shut people down. What I'm asking is, with this topic, why is she here? Is she LGBTQIA+? Is she gay? Is she straight? That's all I was asking. I didn't ask, why is she here? I asked, why is she here? With empathy.
Which is fair. Hold on. This is what. Okay.
And for people to be coming at me saying like, "Oh, you're wrong. You're this or that." You asked her wrong. I asked her a simple question. She went rah-rah, and I went rah-rah. I said, "What is your purpose? Are you gay? Are you straight? What are you?" She said, "I don't have to disclose that information." That's when all this went south. But she had no problem asking someone else that same question. That's my issue.
So basically,
when she asked someone else that same question, if they would have said that, if they
cannot be a part of the conversation. Is that what y'all saying to me?
If they would have said what she said, it would have been a fucking issue, and y'all know it. Don't fucking.
Okay, okay, hold on, wait. This is what I want. This is what I want to make.
That's all I asked.
This is what the bigger. I'm looking at the bigger picture.
That was my bigger picture.
Hold on, Didi. Let me fucking finish. Nigga.
No, because everyone's fucking making
Let me finish.
Fucking bad guy.
No one's doing that.
No one's doing that, my love.
Let me finish. I've let you talk, Didi, and what I'm not gonna do is let our friendship be like. Let's keep it respectful between.
Well, Sean already fucking said what the.
That's cool. That's Sean.
I wasn't coming at you. You know I love you.
I'm not Sean.
Come on now, don't do that.
Didi, I'm not Sean.
I was speaking facts. I wasn't speaking out of my ass.
So right, let me speak it on a more broader political aspect.
Go ahead.
So what Didi's point of view is coming from, and AJ's is also, is like when it comes down to us having these type of spaces, we don't have just us usually, right? So when these type of topics are coming about, I see where Didi's coming from. It's like, why if you're a heterosexual, cis heterosexual black woman, why are you talking about topping, bottoms, gay, all of this? What is your input? What is going to be your real substance to this conversation? And I understand you are here, friends, trying to learn. I understand that, and I appreciate that, and I value that you as a human being are trying to understand us, trying to be in interactive spaces with us. But when it comes down to conversations like this, just like how I have to talk about and debate my life with cis women all the time and why I have to be in women's spaces, why I should be included in these spaces. It's the same reason why we're questioning you in this aspect too. And I don't want you to feel like it's being an attack on who you are and what it is. It's a simple questioning. This is what we have to go through from the cis het community all the time. This is what we have been going through.
So can I ask you a question?
Hold on, let me finish, mama. So what is trying to be said here is like, we get that you're here. We get that you're trying to learn. We get that you have a daughter that is non-binary, and which also, as a non-binary individual, as knowing my knowledge on non-binary, we should not be using singularities like that. We should be using they, them, or our child, things of that nature. So that's a little bit teachable moment for the both of you, if that's space. And that's just my experience by non-binary individuals telling me through their experiences in life, that is what's going on. So it's just like, if you want to learn and you're not having much input, you could be in the comments. But like, and it's no disrespect to you, and we're not saying that you should not be here. But that's like y'all are asking us to respect y'all spaces whenever y'all decide to have a space. It's the same. It goes back and forth. So I can see the point on both ends.